they are continuing sending weapons and weapons and weapons and billions of money of dollar to Ukraine, but it doesn't help ordinary Ukrainians.
Well, it's even worse than that. We sent it knowing that Ukraine is the most corrupt nation on the planet, and we sent it knowing that this corrupt nation was stealing this money blind. We sent it knowing that 7 out of 10, every $10 we sent ended up in the pockets of Ukrainian politicians and corrupt officials. We did this knowing that we were wasting U.S. taxpayer money. We refused to allow an inspector general to be installed to oversee the accounting of this money. We didn't want to ask how it was being spent because we knew how it was being spent. We knew the corruption that was going on. This was always a political game designed to create the perception of a powerful Ukraine, knowing all along that Ukraine could never win this war. I mean, that's the disgusting part of this. We have been literally funding corruption. And now, you know, I love the hypocrisy of the United States. Now, the Pentagon and the State Department are approaching the Ukraine saying, you must account for every single dollar. Well, that's because we have a Republican Congress right now who's saying we need to account for every single dollar before we send more. And the reality is Ukrainians can't account for it because 70% of it just disappeared, was stolen. I mean, Zelensky might be able to account for the money that he personally stole, but all the other people, they're not going to admit to it. So this is the United States has knowingly facilitated the destruction of Ukraine as a modern nation state. I mean, yes, it's Zelensky's fault. Yes, it's his government's fault. Yes, Europe is complicit in this crime. But America is the one that made this war possible. We're the one that not only created the policies that led to this war, but we're the ones that led the world in sustaining this conflict, knowing all along we would never be there for the Ukrainian people. Never be there for the Ukrainian people. This should be a lesson to everybody in the world. In fact, I'm just going to make it clear. Hey, out there in the world, wake up. America's not your friend. America will never be your friend. America will always abandon you. America will always bleed you dry. America will always cause your men to die. America will always cause your women and children to flee and become refugees. America doesn't care about you at all. America will never care about you at all. You exist to serve America. America will never serve you. We are the colonial masters. You are the colonial servants, and never forget your place.